Hello! I'm Dr. Frankenstein and welcome to my craft club. I love making all types of things. Today, in my craft lab, I'm going to be making some little guys. It's amazing what you can make if you believe hard enough. So, to make my little guys today, I'm going to be making them out of paper. Specifically, the Natural Geographic Kids magazine. It's so informative to learn about all sorts of things in the natural world and all sorts of peoples too. I also have some scissors to do the choppings. I have a pen to draw the little people and some scaling tape to stick them all back together again if everything goes wrong. So first things I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to the center page spread so that we can have as wide a bit of paper as possible to make all the little guys. Oh, look, it's a polar bear. I met some of them once. So yes, you get a bit of paper that is very big, and then you fold it, like so. You do the one fold, you do the second fold, oh, it's a shock. You do the third fold. And now we're going to get to work to draw our first little guy. So I'm going to draw the head. I'm going to make them very big-headed so that they can be very, very clever. And then the arm. The tummy. The little legs. I'm not going to bother with feet. You don't want them running off. There we go. The important thing is that you just sort of feel what it is that they should look like. So look, I've drawn the little guy. Now it is time to cut him out. So we get the scissors. And so the nice thing about doing this with the scissors I found is that paper is a lot easier to cut than the bones and the flesh and the sinews. And you know, the results are just as good. At least that is what I keep telling myself anyway. There we go with the head. And you know, it might not be the neatest thing ever, but you know, it doesn't really matter as long as you give them lots of love and adoration. It might not look exactly true to life, but you know, they are their own person and we will respect that. Honestly, this is so much. I'm so glad that I gave up using the hacksaw. You just don't get the same amount of finesse. So there we go with one of the legs. And you know, a lot of people ask me, you know, why I've got into doing the craftings, but you know, I just think that it is very important to craft out the time for rest, you know, because rest is absolutely vital when it comes to the preservation of life, and that is what I is all about. So there we go. And then, if I have done this correctly, oh, look at that! You know, I never expect my creations to work. It gets me every time. You know, and you know, this method of making the little guys, the thing that absolutely stuns me every single time is that you start with one and you end up with, oh, the little guy is going to be all alone. But that's all right. That's why we've got the scaling tape. So then we will just put them here. Find the end of the scaling tape. I love how strong teeth are. And then we'll just piece them back together, you know, because nothing in life is irreversible. You can always stick them back together again. And now they're all friends again. It's so important that none of them are alone. Otherwise, that is why they get sad and mad and they turn on you. Now, you might think that they look a little bit blank, you know, and not very true to life. There's something missing, you know, they're a little bit lifeless. Sometimes what I like to do is that I get some stickers and then I'll go 1. Oh, it got stuck to my finger. Get 1, 2. Ah! It's alive! I love making things. Just look at my little guys. And if you say to me, Dr. Frankenstein, are you going to stop there? You've had enough now? You have made enough little guys? Well, fear not, that I shall be the instrument of future mischief. Make sure you toll that bell button so that you can catch me next time with whatever it is that I'm going to create next in my Dr. Frankenstein's Craft Club. And I've even set up a Patreon so you can support me to make more things. And remember, it's always a good day to bring your creations to life. And remember, it's always a good day to bring your creations to life.